I think it's definitely possible. You can have a family, and I have a boyfriend, and I go to school and I do science, and one day I hope to be married and have kids, and I think it can all happen as long as you balance it out and organize your time well.
That's a question I would like to know because I haven't gotten to that point yet. But I believe they can because most of my women professors and the professors that I do know at this school, they have kids and families, and they bring them to school and they talk about them, so I'm pretty sure it's possible. I just haven't experienced that yet.
I'm married. I have my husband, and hopefully we are going to have a baby soon. So yeah, I think it's possible.
I personally don't have a family, but I would like to someday, and I know lots of women scientists who have families, lots of professors and lots of people who work at companies. They have families and children. How does it work? Well, I think it works like everybody else having a family. It takes some time, and it's you've got to time it right. It's not easy to time, and it's easier if you have two people for sure.
I don't have a family. Well, I do at my house, and it works out well for me. But as far as like getting married and having kids, there's a lot of examples of women at SF State that are scientists, and they're doing just fine with their family. So yes, I think it's possible.
I believe that you can. I mean, I know one of my best role models is a woman scientist, and she has a family, and she's very successful. So I think it can be done. I haven't done it. I hope I can do it in the end, but I think it can be done with the right support and a right, passion about it. You could do it.
I know that scientists, as a female scientist, you can have a family. I've had plenty of mentors as an undergraduate here and as a master's student. Dr. Marquez Magaña, who was the person who ran the lab, so my PI, and the person who I attribute a lot of my accomplishments in science to. She is a woman scientist of color who has 2 boys in high school, and her husband is a doctor, so I know it can be done, even if you have a very stressful career, but it can be done, and as long as there's an understanding, kids can come and you can be happily married and a scientist.
It should be an equal thing, so it's, your husband can help you out as well as you can, and you should have somebody who really supports you. And so it's like, if your dream is to become a scientist and that's what you want to do, it's definitely possible. Anything's possible.
Women scientists can have a family. It's something that I learned later on. I remembered thinking like, well, if I want to go into science, how am I going to balance life? Am I going to have a husband? When am I going to have time to date? Things like that. And I realized there's a lot of flexibility. So I think that science is a great field for women who want to have a career and have a family.